inside the garden has changed dramatically. The comeback for the Knicks has been thwarted by the young Pistons. 3.6 left in game 2.
It wasn't the late night shootouts or the tournament trips. That's not what got me here. It was them. The love they showed me. It's gonna give it back and pass it on, you know? You don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. It's Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Rich Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Here, 3.6 on the clock. Detroit 100, the Knicks 94.
The Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Since 2008.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
He chews up yards. I mean, that was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and there wasn't a bigger play than they could have made.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting a quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Eyes is man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Turns it on at midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw. It's Fuentes. Makes his connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Slips a tackle. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Ready to try the point out. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Can anyone catch it? And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
4 shots, 2-3.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're getting this guy lathered up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Fuentes. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't.
Brings it down on the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play.
They played those last 2 regular season games. Basically 3 to 6 without having a hamstring injury. And he told me getting to ball in a rhythm before the playoffs was huge.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Some guys needed rest, but Jamal, he wanted to practice. So he had to balance things, keeping the pace going.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 play. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. It's going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling.
Down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Those kind of stretches. So, once we get one text that you mentioned, I think it's
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
What a great matchup we have in this series. These teams, they go about it different ways, but they're confident in their matchups. When one does well, the
back
other
to pass, it's
does not.
Fuentes.
They counter.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's now 10th receiving touchdown on the
TV detective card. Just put your info in the Kelly Blue Book My Wallet, browse personalized monthly payments from dealers in your area, and start to finish the deal online. Case code.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point, the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be doubted because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pocket fires one high and deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Fuentes. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And that's going the other way. Bogdanovich, trade acquisition from Atlanta.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Gonna run it. It's Cherry. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking the play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Are flying right now.
Going to try to get it himself.
Excellent in transition.
Behind his pad. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
It's brought to you by the
From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yard. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 20.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Fuentes. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw it again. Looking to take a shot. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Go.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Let's see if they go back to the
Sit down.
on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield.
Kind of seen this trending
in the running
toward the
back
end of the
screen,
regular
and
season,
behind it
but
there was
some of the calls
nobody
you
there
make
to
in,
make a
you're
tackle.
expecting a
And this
season.
offense
You're
generates
just
a
not going to get the
massive play.
playoffs.
Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
For the Clippers, they had 20 turnovers. 18 of those.
And it'll be down right
The
there.
last 3 quarters
And
was
these overtimes are getting so many opportunities to try to make plays. And they want to make them. So much space back there when you play the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They'll use the timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Sit down. It ain't down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half.
I texted you guys. I thought I had to see the Dutch first. I thought you said you.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much rest.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still selling. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestled him down short of the first down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're turning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to pass, it's Fuentes. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
And that pass intercepted.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to
Here
have
go.
better
Go sit down.
blocking out in front by other
Go
receivers.
sit down.
They're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And they can't make the connection on third
What I
down.
said?
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if
Sit your
they
ass
could
down,
bring this
boy.
passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down at your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. He wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Let's it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark it down at the 39.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And maybe they will try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's not a miss. 6 for 6, 14 points.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Wanted to shoot here for the Clippers.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Getting some heat. He's going to throw deep right side. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Excellent field position here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Cherry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just...
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out, look at it. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain.
Down.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Don't go away. Come back, chicken.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good pickup on the ground. Down at the 39.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring it.
Oh, look out! The 10! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Before starting Douglas, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive. But it's interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying
There's
to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd down.
All right. Let's go. Get on the couch.
Looking for a man. It's Hurley.
On the couch.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Take the ball with you.
Gets it out
Let's
to
go.
the 40-yard line. Give him
Go.
5 on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there,
Yeah.
catching the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Chicken, can you see that you can get through?
Throwing catches, plenty to give him a first down. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he shows you his athleticism.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires downfield. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On second down, he'll fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
Head coaches, they've been out of coaching his second ever play on the game. This is just his fifth game overall. Remember, he picked up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things.
Open runway ahead. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
16 for Leonard.
To the ground with the back. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse,